Hello everyone, this is Srikanth, working as assistant professor from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this video, I want to discuss about linked list. So how to create the nodes and how to link the each nodes, as well as some idea. So we'll discuss about list and linked list both, and also I'll give you some idea about how to write the how to create. You can say how to create the linked list in ideally. Okay. So we'll discuss one by one. Coming to linked list, if you want a theory means we have the blah blah blah, you can read it, otherwise no need to worry about that. But one more main idea is linear data structure. Okay, so what's the main difference between list and linked list means? This is the main. So it's a linear data structure, that is the first one. And second one is we don't have a continuous location. We can't store the data in continuous location. Different addresses, different locations, you can store the data. So that is the main difference between list and linked list. So we'll check the one by one. So what is the main basic idea about both? Okay. Before going to this theory, I want to discuss about this main idea. Coming to list, so you can see here, list is depending upon indexes. So 0th index, 1th index, 2nd index. Suppose this is my list values. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different values I have. Suppose, okay, this is small example. This is my list. In general, list means we have indexes, right? We have the indexes. So each values in different indexes. That indexes value is also continuous. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is continuous. If you want particular node, so particular index, not node, particular index value means suppose second index value. So suppose this list name, array name is A. So A of 2 will get the particular index value. So this is a second index. Second index value is from the array, from the list. The second index value is 3. So you can get the value from the index wise. And you can travel also. It's very simple. The traveling is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So we can go for the one by one. So order. You can know which index we have starting and what is the last index. So you can get the length also. Length also very simple. So if you want to find out the length means length of your particular array will get the length. It's again very simple. Okay. To get the length and to travel up to that particular last digit. So starting always 0th index and last will be the length of index minus. So you can travel your list index wise. It's very simple. Now coming to linked list, guys, it's a very important. Remember this. So linked list means we require on particular node. So linked list means we require particular node. Again, node having two things. So one is data and next one is next. So we have two things. In node means we have some address. This is. So in particular location, this is my location. Suppose location is 100. You can't say that is a random address. And suppose my CPUs run some different places, stored in different places. You have different CPUs, you have different locations. Now your aim is to create the node means some address, a particular address. I have two things. One is data. We can store the data in this particular place, as well as we have the next address. We have the next address in this place. So we have two things. One is data, so which value you want to store, and one more is next address, next to node address. So we can't say in list means we have index 0, 1, 2. So here we have 100. So next one is not 101, not 200, not in sequence. So that is random address. We can't say this is 100, next one is 101, next one is 102. No, next, otherwise this is 100, next one is 200, next one is 300. So that is wrong. So we have the different locations. Now this suppose this is 201, one more node, some address, some value, suppose here 1 and here 2. this will be linked with this place. So where you have the next, this is your data, and this one is next. So next is storing with 201. So your 100 is starting place. In list we have 0 is starting place, but here we can't say which is 100 or 200. No, that is depending upon your creation. So suppose you have created some node, then the node address is starting node. That is your head now. That is your head node, starting node now. This starting node value is 1. That node is linked with next node. Next node is 201. So next node is 201. So 201 is here. Again this value. What is that? This value means again 2. So that is depending upon your node, which node is created and which node you link with each. So that is the main basic idea about your linked list. So linked list means we have one particular node and that node is linked with another node. That node is linked with another node. That is the main idea. So if you want to create the node, if you want to create your separate node, like one node with some value, suppose value is 5. Suppose value is 5, I want to create the node. So I created this node having two things like this data. So I given the data is 5. So 5 is here now. Then this is, so when you're creating the node, so one is data, okay. And next one is what? You said next address, but I don't know the next address. You said like first one is data, next one is next address. So this variable name is next. So this having the next node address. But now I create a single node. Then what of the next node? I don't have the next node. Then how will replace that value means with none. With none. So next will be none. So when you're creating the node on single value means that is one node with data or value and next will always none. So you want to write in Java means null and you are writing Python means none. That is a difference. Okay. Coming to Python, we have node means value, that is data, and next one is none. That is a common thing creating the node. So now coming to like input, guys. So maximum I want to discuss the problem in lead code. So lead code, these are the no need. This creating the linked list, like what is our input and what is your output, to printing our linked list. There is nothing need to write the program in lead code. Now doing in ideal, we require how to create the node, how to link each node, and how to print the node. These are the very important. These three are very important for ideal purpose. So this thing we'll discuss in ideally using Python. Remember this. Now your aim is what? Your aim is to create the node. So first create the node where you have the values. So one node having two things. One is value, one is next. Next always none. Then what about this value? What is the value? Where will from get the values? So that value is the values from list itself. So suppose this is my list. The values 6, 8, 1, 3, 7, 9. So these are my values. Now your aim is using that values. I want to create the node and link each nodes. Like link a list. Now suppose this is my list. I want to create the linked list means what is the logic? This is my first node. 6 is value. This is my second node. 8 is value. This is third node, like 1 is value. This is one more node, 3. This is one more node, 7. And this is one more node, 9. So I said every node having one data and this is the next, right? This is the next. This is the data. Data or value, your wish. So depending upon variable names. I want to set value and this is the next. Okay, right? This is the value and this is the next, right? Value and next. So all nodes, value and next, and value and next. These are common for any node. Now suppose I have the addresses. So before going to address, when you're creating the node, then we have the values. Okay, what is the next will be always none. This is none and none. None. These are the nones. Okay, when you're creating. So I have the each nodes. I have the all, like how many elements we have in the list. So 6 elements we have. So I create the 6 nodes. Done. I created, but I want to link each nodes. When you're creating the node means data and next will be always none. So I have created the nodes, but I want to link each node. So when you're creating the node, then the node having some address. Suppose my address is this is like a 50, 66, like a 10. Then I'm like random address. We can't say like these are the addresses. Suppose 55, then 76 or 88, some different addresses. So I have the addresses. In general, when you're explaining the node means you have 100, 200, 300, 400. So if you think, sir, these are the order, then you can travel like that. But that is wrong. So we can't say your address is like sequence. We can't say. Okay. So that is depending upon your CPU. Now coming to first node, I create the first node. Then this node is linked with what? Second node. Second node address what? 66 your next node address. This 66 is linked with the first node. And second node we have the none. None will be replaced with the 10. And like third node, none we have that is replaced with the next address 55. Then 76. Then 88. Last always none. Last always none. Now this is my head now. This is my starting node. Now if I want travel, so I created. What is your logic means? I created the node having two things done. Then first one is value, next one is next address, next node address. So what is the next node address? For first node is 50, then next node address is 50, 66. That 66 when you're creating the node, that is linked with this. Sir, this is like we are discussing with theory. So when you are like coming to code, then we'll discuss about how to write the code also. Now this is my head. So I want travel. So I want travel first to last. So what is the first address? So head is given 50. If suppose this is your head is given 50 means head having the address. Head having the address, that is 50 is your address. Suppose I want print. Head. Head means what you will print? You will print only the address, not data. So I want print something means head dot value. Head dot value means what you want to print? Head dot value means head is your 50. 50 means again two things we have in the address. We have two things. One is value, one is next. So what is the value? Value is 6. 6 will be printed. So you want to print head dot value means we will print the 6. Done. So this is the idea. If suppose I want to print head dot next. What is head dot next? Again check it. Head is 50. 50 dot next means again one more address. Here we will print the address. Address is 66 address. Here we will print the address, that is 66. If suppose I want to go for the head dot next dot value. So head dot next dot value. Now your head is 50, right? 50 next is, so your head is 50. 50 next is 66. So 50 next is 66. 66 dot value. What do we have? 8. Very good. So we have 6 dot value. 66 dot value. We have 8. This is your answer. So you want to print head dot next dot value means you are printing the head is 50. Next connected to 66. So next address value you want to print. So 66 value means 8. 8 will be print. If suppose head dot next dot, okay, again next dot value. So head is 50. 50 dot next. 50 dot next means 50 dot next we have 66. 66 again next. 66 next means again 10. 10 dot value. In the 10 dot value means which data we have? That is 1. 1 will be print. So this is the logic. One more very important logic means, just remember this one more very important logic. Now we have how to get the values. Okay, we can check how to get the values. Now very important logic means, guys, so when you write the code, this is a very important logic. Please listen careful. Okay, now if suppose we have the head, right? Head is 50. Now I want to change my head. Head equal to head dot next. Okay, your head equal to head dot next. You want to write clearly. Okay, once again, I'll write clearly. Your head equal to, I want to change my head. Now head equal to head dot next. This is my head now. Now I want to print. I want to print my head dot next dot value. This is I want to print. Guys, check it now. Head is replaced with, in previous head is 50. So he given the head equal 50. Now I want to change my head. Head equal to what? Head equal to head dot next. So head dot next, what we have? 66. Now in previous case, your head equal 50, right? Your head equal to 50 in previous case. Now this 50 will be head dot next means 66. Head is replaced with 66. But what I want to print? Head dot next. Head is what? Not 50. That is changed with 66. 66 dot next. What do you have? 10. 10 dot value. 10 dot value. What do you have? 1. So we will print 1. This is the logic. So if you want to change your pointer, if you want to change the next location, you want to change the next data, you want next data means I want to go for the one place to another place. In linked list means you want to change the head. You want to change the head. That's it. So I want here for starting, my head is 50, but I want to go for the next place. You want to go for the next place means the pointer will be, the head will be changed into head dot next. That is the logic to travel the linked list. You want to travel the linked list means this is the main idea. You want to change the head equal to head dot next. If you know this logic, the linked list is very simple to write the codes. Done. So it's very, very important. This is a very, very important logic to create and to print and to travel, to insert, to delete. So this logic is depending upon head will be changed to head dot next. So this is the very, very important logic. Just remember this logic is very important. Okay. So we'll do the one small code. Before going to go, just check the theory, which theory we have. So each node stores the data and next address, which we discussed right now, and randomly storing different place, different. So these are the which I discussed previous. Those theory done. Now, guys, one more is, sir, if suppose list I want travel. What is the last end? That is length of your list minus 1 is last index. So 0th index, 1th index, 2nd index, 3rd index, 4th index, 5th index. So I want to travel up to 5th index. So length is 6 minus 1, 5th index I want to travel. That is the idea with linked list. Then coming to linked list, what is the idea? So coming to linked list, where I need to stop? Where I need to stop the particular linked list. So I started with head. Head is changed to head dot next. Again head is changed to next dot head. So first starting is head is 50. 50 is changed to 66. 66 changed to 10. Then 55. Then 76. Then 88. What's the 88 next? So 88 next is always none. So when we have the linked list, the last node. So when you're creating the node means we have two things. One is data, one is next. Next always you are having none, but none is replaced with the next node. But last node having none itself. So last node having what? Data as well as none. So none is asterisk. So if you the next your head is none, then stop it. Head is none, then stop. That is the condition to stop your traveling. So I want travel linked list, head to end means the last node next will be none. So that is the indication with this node is last node. Okay. Now coming to how many types of linked list we have? Single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list. So we have 3 different linked lists we have. So maximum logic is same, but small changes. So first one is single linked list, which I discussed right now. So the head is asterisk, last node will be none. Okay. So last node will be none. That is single linked list. Coming to double linked list means we have the previous as well as next address. Guys, remember this. So linked list, single linked list, we can travel only one way. You can't travel the reverse way. If you want to travel the reverse way, why means I have the next address I can travel the next place. But what about previous? I want to go for the backward. I don't have any addresses. So then you want travel both sides means you have the double linked list, previous as well as next. So this is the idea. Previous we have the data and next also we have the address. So previous and next both addresses we can store in particular node. So in previous case, node on particular node having two things. One is data or value, one is address, next address. Now double linked list means same data is common, but we have one more is previous. So previous and next two addresses we can store in particular node, one particular address. Now this is about double linked list. Coming to circular linked list, that is again difference. That is again a difference. That is the last node don't have any nulls. I said single linked list have nulls, but double linked list, that last node link with any other nodes. We can say like first node, or you can try link with like a second node, or link with the same node. That is depending upon you. Okay, so this is three different ways we have: single linked list, double linked list, and circular linked list. Okay, these are the basic idea. We'll discuss later about each linked list. And coming to like Python code about linked list, we'll do in ideal. Okay, so this is my empty page. Now I want to write the code. So before write the code, what is your input? I said input is a list. Suppose list is my values 2, 3, 6, 1, 7, some different numbers. Okay, these are my list. Done. Then what is the aim? So I have the values. So if I want to like 0th index, yes, I can use the for loop in L. So you want print I means I have like each value separate. So done. I can get the each value separate using this logic. But your aim is not print your indexes values, right? Not list values. My aim is I want to create my particular linked list. So you want to create the linked list means what is your aim? So your aim is I want to create the node first. Node having two variables. That is, one is value. Next is next. These two things I need to create. And this always none. So next always none. This is one more point. And here which value we have input, that will be which data, otherwise which data we want to replace here. So this is to create your node. So coming to Python, how to create the node? So you want to create the node means first create the one class. So create the one class. So I create the one class. That class is like a name, any name. Give the any variable name. Suppose I want to give the node. Node is my class name. Now I started my class. Then in that class, what I required? In the class, I required to create the node. To create the node means, so I want one more method. I want to create the one method. Int it. Which method? How many parameters I required? So node need two parameters. One is value. One more is next. Right? I want two parameters. One is value. One is next. So these two parameters okay. But I said always. What is that? Next always none. So I don't want to ask the parameters values. I can create the dummy. Suppose I want to create the dummy node means suppose I want to create the dummy node means dummy node. I want to create the dummy node means one node having this is none always, and suppose I want to create the dummy node 0. So if I want to call this method, which method I wrote like node is your class. So same like I want to use the globally means which method I want to write. That method need two parameters. One is value, one is next. I said next always none. Then I have the next always none. Then coming to value, suppose I want to create one dummy node for my like logical purpose. Then again I want to use any other value means no need. So without parameters also I can call the method. That is the logic. Okay. Without parameter also I need to call the method means next always none. Then and I want to change my value also. If suppose I want to call the without the parameters, then I will take the value 0. So this is my method now. So in that method, your value always value, and your next always next. This is my node creation. So I created the node using, if I want to check, suppose I want to check the first with the first node. Okay, done. First node means what is the first node? Your first node is 0th index. I want to call that particular value means, again I want before that we'll link each nodes. Done. So before that I want to link each nodes. Then I want to do in same class, I will create the one more class. So better create the one more class. So this class having separate to create the node in different locations, but this class having to create the to link the each nodes and print the those nodes. So I have one more different class. So different class, any name. Okay, I want to go for the solutions. This is my one more class. Then method. So method is I want to create, otherwise link list. So link node better. Okay, any name. Okay, no problem for this. I want to go for the link node. So this is my own method. This method what you require. So link node means where you will get the like particular values from the list. So my what is the parameter? So this method need one parameter, guys. First method, see this first one. So this is which class we created. This class is to create the node. So to create the node, so this is value and this is the next. To create the node, I have this particular class. Done. Over. Now coming to this class, in this class I want to go for the link each node. Okay, which nodes we have, I want to link each nodes, and to print also not like symbol in linked list. In list we have the directly you can print, but linked list we need to travel one by one and print. Okay, we travel one by one and print. So now your aim is this class is create the node, and this in this class I have the two different methods. What is the two different method means? To print and to link. So first one is link node. So coming to link node, how many parameters are required? To create the node, I have the two parameters, value and next, to create your node. But link node means first I need create the node means I require one value. That value we have in list. So this method need a what? One particular in parameter, that is list. So to create nodes is two parameters. To link those nodes means I need values. That values from list. Done. So I values from list. This is my method. So I started to create node, that is one class, and I want to print the node means that is a second. So first I create the node. Done. Now I link each nodes. So what is the first one? So I said first one is head, right? So head I want to create. So head I created with which value? Starting value always 0th index. So I said node with the list of 0. What is the meaning of this? So node means what? Again, node means which class I have. Just check it. Node is where on particular function. This function, how many parameters I required? This function I required one parameter. So node having two parameters. So without parameters also you can call. Why? Means I given the value is 0. Next is none. But in this case I given the value is 0th index. 0th index, which value I have? 2. So using 2 node, I'm calling the function with 2. So when I call the function with 2, so automatically travel to this function, this class. Then what is the value we have? One particular node is created. So address is suppose 100 is address. 100 address. Next will always none. So next always none. Done. And value is 2. This is to create the node. So I created using 0th index. Which value we have? That value created one node. Done. Over. So first one is done. So using that I created 1, 2, and this is none. Suppose address is 100. This is done. So next one is, what is the next? Your next aim is, I want to create the next node. Suppose you want to create one more node. Suppose head equal to node with L of 1. So next index, head is, you said like 100 is starting node. Again you write head means you created the node. Okay, you created the node with what? With value is second index value 3. Okay, but what about head? Suppose this address is 200. In previous case, this is your head. Now this is your head. In previous case, this is your head. But this case, this is a head. But what about values? This not link each other. Your aim is to link each nodes. You create the node, okay. But what about link? So when you're creating, then itself you can link each nodes. Then your idea is travel one by one. So before traveling, create one temporary node, same as head. So I said head as a temporary. Now travel means I need one by one node for in list. Okay, for in list, I already completed 0th index value. So if I write 0th index, again you are creating the 0th index value. That is wrong. So just create your linked list with the next node onwards. So next index onwards. So first index we have the 2. I created the 2. Then I want one index which value have 3. So using 3, create the node. That node is linked with next. So that logic is, now I want to create the node. Node means again node with the I. So node with the I, done. So node with I means, what is I here? Here I equal what? Here I equal what? In previous case, here I equal to from 1th index onwards. So 2 is done. So 1th index onwards means 3 first, 4, 1, 7, 6. We'll get the 1 by 1 I. Each iteration we have 1 by 1. Now your aim is using 3. I create the node. So I call the function node and with 3 values. So I create the node. Next is none. Done. But what is your aim? This will be what? Here. So I said first is create the head. So this is my head. And same I said this is a temporary. Same as your temporary. Head is 100. Temporary also 100. Done. Then what is the next? You create the node. Done. Created the node. But that node is linked with whom? So that node is linked with head dot next. This is our next, right? Next is null. That is replaced with what? 200. So then what is your aim? So here your aim is what? To link each node means your head dot next. Head dot next equal to your node of 3. So node of which 3 we have, that is linked with what? Head dot next. What is head? 100. 100 dot next means none. None is replaced with. Now this is replaced with 200. Now each node is linked. So first is 100. 100 is 2. 2 is linked with 200. 200 means here 3. 3 is next is none. Stop it. If you have the 2 nodes. Now, sir, if you want to travel using head is last. Head is here. But again, I want to create one more node. Right? Head is okay. I want to create one more node. One more node is 4. So I created with 4 and none. Then suppose 300 is your address. Then what is your aim? To link. Link with whom? Head dot next. Head is here itself. Head dot next means again 200 we have. 200 replacements again wrong. That is wrong. I want to replace with what? 200 next. Then where is the 200 next? Then I will travel my pointer. So pointer is head here. I will travel the pointer is here. Then I will change my head. So your wish. You can travel with temporary or you can travel with head is your wish. Now your aim is here temporary considered. Then better travel with temporary. Temporary dot next. Then your temporary will be changed with temp dot next. This is the idea which I discussed in previous. Same idea. So what is the same idea means? Temporary. So which pointer we have, that pointer will be changed to next address. Now check it the step by step. Now we'll get this clear idea. So what is the first? Create the nodes. So I create the node using 0th index. So in 0th index, I have the value. What is the value? Value is 2 and next is none. I created. Suppose address is 100. That is the first line statement done. And I said, this is my head done. Again, one more statement is, this is my temporary head as it is 100, temporary also 100 address done. Then I started for loop. 0th index node is created. Then what do you have? First index onwards I will travel using like our logic, for loop logic. So now 3 is your node. Now what is the node of 5 means? Again I create the node with 3 and next is none. Suppose address is 200, I create the node that is linked to whom? Next, temporary dot next. Temp where you have? Temp is 100 dot next will be what? None is there. That is replaced with what? 200. New node. What is a new node? You created the new node with I is 3. I create a new node that is 200. 200 is linked with temporary dot next. Temporary dot next is none is there. That is replaced with it. Temporary dot is next. Temp dot next. Temp dot next is 100. That is 100 dot next. 100 dot next. What do we have? None. None is replaced with what? None is replaced with 200. That is the logic. So first we create the node, then that node will be linked with temporary dot next. Now okay, done. But again temporary dot next means temporary there itself. I will travel next position. Next position means temporary will be changed. Now temporary equal to temporary dot next. What is your temporary? Temporary equal to previous case 100. Temporary equal to 100. Now I said temporary equal to temporary dot next. After link, previous none is there. When you link that, then we have the 200. So temporary dot next will be 200. So what is the temporary? Temporary will be changed into 200. So previous case temporary is here. Now temporary is here. That is the logic to travel one place to another place. Done. Now again for loop started. Again for loop. For loop means I equal 3. So I equal next index. Next index is 4. I created the 4. Next is none. Suppose address is 300. So this is create the new node. And what is the next? Temporary dot next. Temporary dot next is temporary is here now. Temporary dot next is none. None is replaced with 300. And temporary will be temporary is here now. Again change. Again for loop continue. One more node. Again that node will link here. Again create one more node. That node is linked here. So everything is in order. I link each nodes. Done. That but method is written what? Something. What on written? Where your head is here. Temporary, okay, last node is temporary, then I can understand. But you want to give the temporary is last node. Last node is you print the last value. Suppose last value is 6. 6 will you print. What about next? Next is none. None means exit. So your head is as it is. That's why you are traveling with temporary, but your head is previous. What is your head? Head is 100. So what are written? Return your head for this method. When you write this method, your head will be what? Your return your head. Head where you have at 100. 100 value 2. 100 is next is 200. 200 value 3. 300 next is 300. 300 value 4. 400 next is one more value. That is connected to one more. That is connected to one more. That is connected to one more. So this is the logic. Last node is none. Exit. Okay, we'll print now. We'll print the data now. Once again. So this is to create purpose. I created. Then on printing purpose. One more method. Print linked list. Now on print my linked list means how many parameters are required. So before print you require the head. So before print the linked list we require the head. List means we have the list. Okay, index wise you can print. But linked list means we have linked list means we have one head, guys. We have the head having different nodes. So head is here. Head is linked with one more address. This address is linked with one more address. This linked with address, one more address. Last one always none. So using none logic, we need to travel and we'll print. So what is that? Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my numbers, right? So one head value 1 done. Head is here, but head is need to travel next place. So head will be head dot next. Head dot next means suppose 100, 200. So 100 is linked with the 200. 200 next is. So 100 next is 200. So 200 value. What is the value? 200 value means 2. 2 will be print. Again head is here. Head next 300. 300 value means 3. 300 connected to 400. 400 value means 4. What is the 4 next? 4 is next. None. None will be exit. So this is the logic to print. So how many parameters we required? Your parameters is only head. So you want to write this method. You want to write this method with one parameter. Over. So this is my method started. So I want like one list I require for result purpose. I want to store those data in list. Otherwise you can print directly, but I want to store. Done. Next over result. I want to travel one by one. So while loop is better or for loop is better. So if you know the length, then for loop is better, right? But I don't know the length, right? If I know the length means you can use the for loop and up to length you can travel. But if you don't know the length, then travel up to what? Condition. So which condition? So it's a true. Your data is there. Then travel. Otherwise stop. So when you have the node, then node having two things. One is data and next is none. Next is next address. Here next address is there. Okay, I can travel here. Here next address is there. I can travel here. Here none we have. That means last address. If we have the none, then exit. Stop your like printing or stop to read your data. So that is the logic. Then which condition? We require one condition means while loop is better. So use while loop and get this data. So use while loop. While head. What is the meaning of head? Means head having some data. If you don't have data means stop it. So if you have the data, then what is done? Append your head. Again wrong. You want address or you want data? I want data. So where you have the data? In which variable? We store in the data in val. So you need to use the head dot value, or I can draw it any name. So head dot value. So which value you have? Store into your result. Done. So first data is okay. I want to go for the next data. That means what? Your head will be changed. Head equal to head dot next. This is the logic. So head equal to head dot next. That means you are traveling one position to next position. So one address to what is the next address? So I'll travel there. Then which data we have? We'll store in that. Again, repeat. We'll store the data all in the result. Then return your result over. So first function need one list and return some address. Head is your address. Done. Next one, you printed some result. So you are how many parameters means again one parameter, that is address your parameter and store in your list. Over. Then you can go for the like one by one using condition and return your list. So your input is list, output is address. Here input is address, output is list. Okay. Now call the functions. So this is your input. This is your input. Now call one by one. So what is your first? I will call the method first. I call the method. That means class with object. Which object? Created the object for the class. Then in that class, what we have? Two methods. One is a linked list. One is like a print list. So I want to take that particular address. Head dot. Which method we have? That is a link node. So link node, how many parameters? So link node where you have in solution object and how many parameters? Only one parameter, that is list. So if you want to print your head. So what will print? Just address. Just check it now. SOL. 1 second. So you want print. So they address. See that. So we have the address. So using this method. My input is list. Then I have the address. Over. Then what is the next? Next is in this address, using that particular method, print list. I want to print result. Print your which method you have print linked list with the head. So my input is head now. So I will get the data. One second, guys. head dot value. Sorry. Now we have that particular linked list. Now your aim is what? So here first one is input is list. You created the address, so different nodes, and then which address, different address we have, those value we are stored in your result. So that is in your result. So this is the logic. This is the logic with that. So here we can data linked list data. So you want to go for the any other verification means go for the print your head dot value. So on print that head dot value means, so each time suppose I want to verify, if suppose I want to verify each time what the value we have means, now check it. See 2 where it is in head dot value. So first is 2, 4. So each address you want to go for the address. Okay, suppose print head also. You want to go for the print your head means yes, you can print the head. So this address having this data, this address having this data. So each address having different data. So from the address I store the data in my result. Okay, again you want to run, yes, you want to run, you can run the data. So how many times you want to run, you can run the data, different addresses. Done. So this is about linked list Python code in Ideal to create the node, to link the node, and to print the linked list data. Okay, so this is about the linked list. If any queries or any ideas we have, just comment me in comment box. I will discuss those ideas and those problems. And in coming to lead code, so I'm discussing lead code problems. If in lead code, no need to worry about your reading and writing your linked list files. So this is about the simple logic in Ideally. So if you have any queries, comment me in comment box. Thank you for watching my videos, and please subscribe my channel and IR channel. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.